Welcome back to our channel. So this video is going to be about finding out that my wife has cancer. When your doctor used the word cancer, I couldn't believe it. There's loads of questions in my mind. Is that possible? With such a young couple? Is that like, did they mistake the results from someone else for us? You know, your mind is just full of questions. So we were there with the doctor. He said, my wife has cancer. We just shocked. She started crying, and I just didn't know what to do with myself. I couldn't accept it. I didn't believe it. So we took the result. We went home devastated, and when we get there, we have to tell our friends the results, what really happened. And telling it to our friends, they were shocked. They just couldn't believe it. And I think this was very, very, very hard to tell your friends and family that, because there's a stigma to it, you know? Like, if you have cancer, this is it. This is the end of your life, really. And I remember telling our friends, they just kept crying and shocked. And I was trying to be strong, you know, for her, but inside I was dying. I remember the first night we had to go to sleep, and Lynn was sleeping, and I was up. I was crying my heart out. I didn't want to cry in front of her, you know. I wanted to be the one to support her, but I was just crying and crying and cry some more. And I remember the next day she asked me, "You okay?" I said, "Yes, yeah, I'm okay." You know, I was being positive. You know, I have to be the one that is strong. You know, as a man, we want to support our wife. You know, we want to be there for her, support her emotionally, you know, in every single way that you can imagine. But knowing that she had cancer, I just couldn't. I was just pretending that I was strong. And I remember the next day we had to go to the hospital. And then just sitting and seeing her going through all these machines, I can't imagine, you know. I just wish that it was me instead of her going through all of that, you know. She doesn't deserve all of that, you know. Like, I mean, I said to myself, take me instead of her. But from then on, I just knew that our life is going to be at the hospital, you know, in machines and paper. And from then on, I just heard new words that I never knew about cancer. And I remember, after all these tests, after all these machines, after all of that, we were finally in a room, you know, just to gather up all the information, have the answer to some question that we have, you know. Has it spread? What kind of cancer it was? You know, all of that. And in the room, with all these people and all the scans and all the tests, they just couldn't provide anything. They couldn't say what kind of cancer it was, if it had spread, what stage was it. And this time I was furious. I was angry. I was like, why all these machines, all those tests, and then nothing? I was so angry with them, you know. And, you know, every kind of mixed emotion. And I remember going home that day sad, unmotivated to do anything. So this was the second day. We had a long day at the hospital doing all these machines. And then now at night, you know, the most worst part of the day, you know, when everything just comes back to you and you start thinking about, you know, different things. And I remember the second day, there's this feeling that I got, you know, the feeling of guilt. You know, I should have bring her to the hospital earlier, you know. I should have said something when she said she was not feeling well. I feel like I was the one to blame that she has cancer. So this feeling was just eating me up every single day. You know, it's my fault that it's happened. But then a very good friend told us that, you know, now is not the time to be thinking about all these things, who's to blame. Things that happen, you know, you just have to deal with it. And you will learn lots of things during the treatment. And what you learn, you will use it to help others. And I think that was the best advice that I could get from that feeling guilty. And then the next day, I remember the next day, I had this other kind of thing that I had to deal with. You know, the feeling that this is it, you know, everything is over now. Our life that's the end of our lives. And I was thinking, like, we're so young, like this can't be the end of our life. It's the beginning of our life. But then again, you know, hearing from people who had cancer before and they telling us that there's life after treatment, you know, like it's just a chapter of our life. It's not our whole life. That really helped us just to accept that this is just one chapter, just one section of our lives. And there'll be other sections of our lives as well that really, really, really helped. And there's also another kind of feeling that you have to deal with, you know. I'm not proud to say it, you know, I don't really know how to put it, but it's a feeling that I got, you know, because she has cancer and then she's going to get all the help she needs, you know. They'll text her, they'll call her, they'll bring things to her, and I'm giving her the support. But I don't want to be selfish, but what about me, you know? I'm supporting her as well. So every support is just going straight to her. What about me? You know, I have to take care of her every day. What kind of support am I gonna get? You know, there's this feeling I had. But you know, as men, we hide our feelings. So I really had this feeling and just give her all the support that I could as a man. And yeah, I just dealt with it, you know. In the morning, you're just thinking, like, was all of this real, or was all of this just a dream? Part of me want to believe that it was a dream, that is not true, and that part of me want to believe that the doctor did a mistake, you know. It was someone else's result, and the doctor gave it to us. I just trick myself thinking all of these things just to prevent myself from accepting the reality, how things truly are, that we're going to go through cancer treatment. It's just talking about it, just all emotional and everything. That's all the feelings that I got as well. Like, how am I going to take care of her? You know, I'm going to be with her. How am I going to support her, like, emotionally, and how can I give her the support every single day? You know, for someone who has cancer, how are we going to do that? I'm younger. I don't know how to take care of myself even. How am I going to take care of, someone who's not well, who's sick, not with just anything, but with cancer. At the same time, going through everything with her, from the beginning. It was just, I just didn't know how to do it. Unbelievable. So if you're watching this video because you're going through the same thing, we're very, very, very sorry that you're going through that, and we really know we've been through it. We can imagine how it feels, and please feel free to ask any question. We'll be very happy to help, to answer questions, and we really need a good support system. That's what we're here for, just support each other through this very, very difficult journey. Thank you everyone for watching our video and watching our channel. Please feel free to subscribe and stay tuned for the next video.